Dad, that was probably one of the first flaws of our relationship. Now, my dad's business does well because with my brother, who he works with, they have great communication. So we'll find out what else does it take to create a great family business. Ken Rutkowski, Business Rockstars, KFWB News Talk 980. So, Steve and Judy, I asked right away, and Judy, you're pointing at your son, going, you got to ask him. It takes both of you to make a successful family business. I didn't say business, but family business.
Agreed.
So I want to first ask you, as being the seasoned veteran, what are you doing differently in this business that's a family-based business than you have with other businesses?
Well, it's definitely different because in my last business, I was pretty much the sole entity making decisions in that business.
Okay.
Whereas in this business, my son is my partner, and we have an additional partner. So, there's multiple opinions going on. So I've definitely become a better listener.
So you think whoever is the dominant individual in business should become more subdued? Or are they, again, if we're teaching the audience certain things, what should they be doing in that family business, especially coming from a role like you've come from?
I think I tend to be somewhat dominant, so I definitely, I wouldn't say subdued, but I've learned to become a better listener.
Okay.
I read a lot. If he gives me suggestions, I research what he's saying instead of just saying, no, that doesn't work.
Okay.
And then also, if he's very adamant about a decision, because he is the CEO, so I'm the president, he trumps me.
Unless you throw in the mom card.
Unless I throw in the mom card, that's right. But if he's adamant about something and I don't think it's right, sometimes I will say, let's just, maybe he'll fail. And that's a learning experience.
That makes sense. Okay. So research and listening is something that you've actually upped the ante on in this family business entity.
Most definitely.
Okay, let me ask you now, Steve, what are you doing to, again, it's not your business, it's all of your businesses. What can you teach the listeners out there when it comes to a family business to find success, things you should incorporate into your business? Give me some examples.
I think as adults, naturally we end up spending the majority of our adult lives working. And when I graduated from college, I came out into the worst job market. It was really tough for people my age to get jobs and people who were even older than me who were experienced to get jobs. And being able to work with my mom to earn money, make a living, and create a life for me in a down economy was one of the most rewarding things about starting a family business.
Ways to enhance that relationship. Now, things again for the listeners to understand, to make that business successful, what things did you incorporate into what you're doing to make it so successful? What advice can you give listeners?
Yeah, I think just having elevating the level of respect that you have.
Did it change really for your mom?
It changed a lot. Yeah.
What was your mom before she got involved in your business?
Before she was my mom. She was my loving mom, but at the same time, when your mom tells you, "Hey, clean up your room," or "Hey," and that sounds very parental. Yeah, and you're like, that's just my mom, she's kind of nagging me or this. But when you actually take a step back and you look at your parent as another person and you start looking at how hard they work and all the different things that they do to help you and help support you, you get a new respect for this person where you don't see them in a parental light, but almost like the light you would see like a mentor or a hero. And it's really just putting your own immaturity aside and looking at your parent now as a person, almost how you would look at a peer and how you would judge a peer, but not, oh, my mom or my dad is, being this way or being that way, but wow, this person works their butt off. And being able to let that come in kind of to your heart and embrace it and say, this is really the person that I want to work with. This is the person I want.
That's what people should really absorb. Mom, or Judy, what do you think about that? That was pretty nice, huh?
I think